Hi again, this is just Aquino of Game in the Brain, and I'm going to show you guys how to use 3D text for your ship. So I showed how to use decals, and the same principles works with text. So we're gonna do that. So let's go for something with better visibility, and let us call this add some text. So there's text here. So text in Blender can be edited. So let's put text in their own collection. So new collection. Where's the new collection? No, that's not what I delete. Let's delete that collection. Let's create a new collection. Text. So if I click on text, you'll notice there is a special data property here, and we'll want to center it. We'll also want to put it in the middle. So okay, I'll want to put it in the middle. And yeah, we want to give it a material. So if I go to shading and I press period and I go to the material properties and I give it a new material here, I can I can use another material, or that's already in the file. Nah, that greenish yellow is not good. Yeah, let's just stick with like something uh orange. So okay, yeah. So let's, now that this is selected, right? Is it selected? Okay, let's make sure the boat's closed. The collection is, text is there. View, layout, center. Okay, so we will be using edit mode. I think this is the first time I'm gonna be I'll be covering edit mode. So edit mode, uh so okay, so the number keypads are the different views, as you can see. Uh so where I'm gonna use 7 for the top view. And okay, for me to edit this text, let's call it the Jeff. For me to edit the text, I have to go to edit mode, and to manipulate it and move it to where it's supposed to be, I'll have to use it. Um, I have to go back to object mode. So I've already decided that it's going to be called the Jeff. Now, um, the next step is to align it. So aligning it is okay. Let's undo that. Let's choose one of the views. Let's use this with holding down control so that it snaps in place. And then, yeah, it looks like, and then I'll use the Z and zoom out. So I want it along the side of the ship. Okay, and let's again zoom in, pivot along. Okay, that's incorrect. Okay, let's correct that. Since text moves in a certain direction. Uh, and uh, I guess pretty much this is the um, Okay, so I should also cover making rockets for this. So this is pretty much how you apply it. We don't need to really we don't need to really use shrink wrap for this. Um, I just need to child it. Uh, so I look for the hull, the boat's hull, control, select, object, parent, I'll parent it to this. So the boat now has an object parented to it. We get the text again. Call this. I'll go to object. I'll duplicate it this time. Duplicate objects. Duplicate it with links. Okay, so now it's duplicated but linked. So the GF will not be readable at this angle. So let's. Okay, so that's not good. So let's again go back up. Let's flip the text. There. Okay, now let's select both texts and move it along the side. Okay, now let's examine the GIF. If I use edit mode and add this text, what will happen? It updates to Jeffers. Okay, so and if I move the go back to object mode and I move the ship's hull, yep, it moves along the ship. So this is not bad. Okay, and let's add a logo. Uh, Again, a review of the logo is to use add. Let's add an image. Image just plain. Remember, this is an add-on. And let's add that new logo we got from DALL-E image generation AI logo for this. Oh, let's. Oops. Let's. Okay, that's. I did a big boo boo. I should center on this, particularly that. I leave it. I look for the logo. I press center. What you call this? I uh I of okay, let's do this one surface at a time. I rotate it. So press R to rotate, and I can rotate. Unfortunately, this is not a symmetrical image, so I have to re-rotate it once I apply to another side. So I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, maybe here. Yeah, that's not bad. And then Alt D along the see that green line along the y-axis. Can I scale this? Okay, first double check if the the how rough. Yeah, let's make it a bit rough. Okay. Um, so let's Shift D. Sorry, Alt D to duplicate along the x-axis. Could barely see. I will use this. It's not there. Okay, let's move the Jeffers a bit. If you watch Battle, call this The Bravest Warriors, you'll Mr. Jeffers. Uh, okay, that looks good enough. Okay, so I want to have enough time so that to demo how to set up the rockets. So let's give some rockets to this thing. Okay, let's keep it simple. Add a cone. Add a cone. Um, let's align it. So let's rotate it. We can uh let's change view. Okay. Okay, it has a second delay. Okay. Uh let's let's scale it a bit. And then let's uh scale it again. And then we can use edit mode and then select that one narrow point and make it travel along a much longer axis. Object mode. Okay, so let's go to the material. So we wanted a new material. We just click new. We give it a material. We want it like a light blue. We want it to glow. We will use emissions. Yeah. And we want it to glow that bright blue. Emission strength. Uh, then we can look at it in this rendered view. And yeah, let's check the camera. Okay, that looks not bad. Uh, let's change the angle a bit. Uh, we can use photo GIMP later on to have some blur effect. Uh, and I think I can probably give it 1,000 or 400 or 700. It's practically white. Any more blue? Once I got 100, it's okay. Um, yeah. I guess okay. So in summary, uh, I showed you how to do emissions, which is basically if you render this, it glows. It'll creates it's a glowing material, uh, casts light, allowing you to create the effect of a rocket. And uh, yeah, so it casts lights, it gives you effect of a rocket. I showed you how to create using the text already in Blender so that you can be able to what you call this create text on the ship, uh, make it easier for you to quickly apply it. You don't have to use shrink wrap. If the ship is boxy, it's very easy to just apply it. And as I showed you before, how to use child. And of course, we applied logos very quickly. So I believe this is the fastest way for you to customize a ship, as well as give it some background with this planet, with the planet. Uh, okay, so if you have any other questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Uh, look forward to your feedback, or as well as correcting me and seeing if there are other ways to do this. And yeah, hope you guys have a good game. Uh, Signing out.